Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Can everybody hear me?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. I'm thinking everybody is here. Michelle, Dan, Eric, John, Sorch is here, and Patty is here. Thank you, everybody. Do I have a county attorney? I might want to wait a minute or two for her. If you have the agenda in front of you, you'll see that there's a number one item in the agenda is communication 2020-503 on the herd ordinance. I'm going to move that to the last today. And we're going to cover that being as I have two number ones. So I'm going to do that one last. And we're going to, I hope, just move that into the committee of the whole so we can have better discussions on all of that. County Attorney Joyce, do I have you? And have her logged in, but not coming up yet. Let's see. Oh, you can watch it up there. Let's see. Who went back to check on her? Okay. And he's back. Hello, Mr. Randall.
Hello.
County Attorney Joyce.
I think she's on mute, Bill.
Is she there?
I'm here.
She's here.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was just saying, County Attorney, I don't know if you heard it, but what I'd like to do is I have two number ones on the agenda. And so I'm going to move the first number one, communication 2020-503 to number 6 on the agenda and start off on the resolutions. So resolution 2021-02, a resolution amending the budget during the fiscal year after conducting a public hearing at a regularly scheduled meeting of the Council of Commissioners in accordance with section 7-6-4006 MCA, appropriating unanticipated revenue from the United States Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance, BGA grant award number 2020-BC-BX-0057 for the purpose of starting the Butte-Silver Veterans Treatment Court and providing for an effective date herein. We had all of this done. All the things have been public hearing and everything's done. Resolution's been drafted. The next order of business on this would be to move it to final reading to the council as a whole. And so I will entertain a motion for that. Michelle?
I would make a motion to refer resolution number 2021-02 to final reading.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Anything on the question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It carries. Thank you. Resolution, item number 2, resolution number 2021-04, a resolution granting conditional approval of the amended plat of Lot 1B of the Davis and Roth 4th Major Subdivision of the City and County of Butte-Silver, State of Montana, providing for repeal of all parts of resolutions in conflict herewithin, providing for an effective date. Again, I would entertain a motion to push this to final reading.
I will make a motion to move resolution number 2021-04 to final reading.
Second.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Dan. Any questions on this resolution? Seeing none. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Item number 3, resolution 2021-05, a resolution amending the budget during the fiscal year after conducting a public hearing at a regularly scheduled meeting of the Council of Commissioners in accordance with Section 7-6-4006 MCA, appropriating unanticipated grant revenue to the Butte-Silver Archives Clark Chateau from the Superfund Advisory and Redevelopment Trust Authority, aka SARTA, for the purpose of building infrastructural improvements. We did have this public hearing a couple of weeks ago. Everything is in line. I would entertain a motion to approve this and move it on to final reading. Michelle?
I will make a motion to move resolution number 2021-05 to final reading.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any questions on this one? Anyone going?
Bill, you're on mute.
Thank you. Any questions on the above? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Negative. Motion carries. We'll move on to section 4, resolution number 2021-06, a resolution authorizing and approving the transfer of real property described as lot 1, 2, and 3 of block 47 of the Butte Townside Addition located at 103 South Washington Street in the city county of Butte-Silver, Montana, to Quag4 LLC, whose principal owner is Jeff Riggs, in accordance with the provisions of the Butte-Silver Municipal Code and providing for an effective date herein. This has again gone through all the necessary things. Last thing was to draft this resolution. Thus, I would entertain a motion to move this on to final reading. Michelle?
Thank you. I will make a motion to move resolution number 2021-06 to final reading.
Second.
Thank you. Motion has been made and second. Anything on the question? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any negative? Seeing none, motion carries. Resolution number 2021-7, a resolution authorizing and approving the transfer of real property generally described as Tract 7C of Certificate of Survey 1037B-RB S25 TZ03 North R09 West within the city county of Butte-Silver, Montana, Rocky Mountain Realty LLC, in accordance with the provisions of the Butte-Silver Municipal Code and providing for an effective date herein. I would like to add one minor thing, kind of a vanity thing, I guess. My name was incorrect at the bottom of this resolution on the signature line. I will make note of that and ask that it be corrected. Outside of that, with that one minor change, I would entertain a motion to move this to final reading with that modification.
I will make a motion to move resolution number 2021-07 to final reading with the spelling correction.
Second.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan. Motion has been made and seconded. Anything on the question? Seeing none, hearing none, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Bunch of thumbs up. Any negative? Seeing none, motion carries. That will bring us back to the original number one on the agenda, Communication 2020-503, Dan Olson, Commissioner, District 5, requesting Council Commissioners to address the following problem within Butte-Silver Bow Ordinance, Chapter 6.16, Livestock and Domesticated Hooved Animals, as currently written, is unenforceable by BSB and does not interface seamlessly with MCA 81-4-201, 81-4-401 to allow the state to provide enforcement. As far as this goes, I have talked to commissioners who this mainly affects. Former Commissioner Mr. Olson for bringing this. I talked with him a little bit today, and I talked to Mr. Callahan a little bit today. Justin, I'm sorry I never got to you. I was hoping to, but I was unable to with my schedule today, so I apologize to that. I also talked to Chairman Shaw on this item a little bit, and what we'd like to do in the essence of time and fairness when I talked to Commissioner Callahan was to hold this, and I believe County Attorney that the best thing to do would be to move this to the committee of the whole for discussion, where there'd be a lot larger time frame for discussion and openness. And what Commissioner Callahan asked to do is to hold it in the suspense file for a few months until we could meet in person, so the people who this most affected could come and talk to this body in person, as was their wish. Is there a way that we can move this to the committee of whole and move it to the suspense file with one motion?
Mr. Chairman, I think if the Judiciary Committee wants to have the entire council consider this, and you want to move it to the committee of the whole, then I think the motion to put it in the suspense file should be made during that committee of the whole meeting. So it doesn't make sense to make a motion to place it in a suspense file if you're asking all 12 commissioners to review it. Because then only 6 of you would be voting on putting it in the suspense file. So if you want to make a motion to move it to the committee of the whole, it can be on the next committee of the whole agenda. And then if somebody at that time wants to make a motion to place it in a suspense file, it can happen during that meeting.
Thank you very much, County Attorney Joyce. I kind of agree with moving it to the committee of whole. Usually, sometimes it would go to as the judiciary acting as the committee of whole acting as judiciary, being as there's no ordinance or anything involved with it right now, wouldn't really make sense to do that. So what I would like to do at this time is entertain a motion to move this to the committee of the whole. Michelle?
Thank you, Chairman Anderson. County Attorney Joyce, does it make more sense to refer this to the committee of the whole sitting as judiciary? Would that be the most prudent motion to make? Or would it be just simply to the committee of the whole? I know there's a difference without the distinction without a difference or whatever.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Shaw, or Commissioner Shea, I spoke to Commissioner Shaw about that same question this afternoon. And I mean, typically you can do that, but usually you do that when it's a matter that the judiciary has to take specific action on. And so like every ordinance and resolution has to be referred to the judiciary, and then they vote to make changes in that committee and or just move it up for final reading or second reading. With the communication, there really isn't any specific action that the judiciary takes. It's just been referred here because there could be a potential ordinance amendment. but the communication itself doesn't take any specific action from the judiciary. So I think you could, in this case, refer it just to make it simpler for the agenda for the committee of the whole, just to refer to the committee of the whole, and it could just be on its regular agenda. Otherwise, there'd have to be a separate agenda for the committee of the whole, acting as the judiciary.
Thank you very much, County Attorney Joyce. Michelle, Commissioner Shea, excuse me.
Thank you, Chairman Anderson. So thank you, County Attorney Joyce, for that explanation. That clears it up for me. I would make a motion that we send communication 2020-503 to the committee of the whole.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Is there anything else on this question? Seeing none, I will.
I think
Oh, John,
Commissioner
did you have
Soares.
something? Commissioner Soares, please go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say for the new people on there, the suspense file, I believe, what is that? 6 months, 90 days? How long will it stay in the suspense file before it's brought back up?
We're not going to move it to the suspense file right now. I believe that can be a set period of time made within the motion. I don't know if it's set otherwise. I believe that it is 4 months. So if it's unspecified, County Attorney Joyce, any clarification on that?
Mr. Chairman, I'm not aware of a specific time frame, but I do think the commissioners have to decide on how long they would want it to be in the suspense file. When you make that motion, and the longest I've seen is 6 months.
Thank you very much, County Attorney Joyce. Is there any further questions?
Hope so.
Commissioner Callahan,
Oh,
do you have a question?
no, thanks.
Okay, that being said, I did get some communication and an email from Commissioner Olson on this, former Commissioner Olson on this matter. I did, I believe, send it to everybody on the committee. And what I will do when I get home tonight is send it to everybody, all the commissioners, so some of you may see it in your inbox twice. I apologize for that, but it will just be best to bring everybody up to speed. If they want to take a look at that, if they have any questions or concerns regarding that in 2 weeks when this will be on the other agenda, giving it passing tonight. That being said, any further questions or discussion on this? So I have a motion on the floor that was made and seconded to move communication 2020-503 to the committee of the whole. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed to this? Seeing none, motion carries. This will be moved to the committee of the whole in 2 weeks' time. Thank you very much, everybody. That is all we have on our agenda tonight. At this time, I would make a request for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor? Everyone, great. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see everybody in 12 minutes. Thank you. Good night. Damn, I'm